You know how I always put the little title there by our thumbnail. It says
Okay.
signature glass of wine.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's going to say this week? Signature glass of wine. They did what? This is Jill for today.
And the director.
And the director.
With our signature cup of coffee.
Yeah, click. There we go.
I've got my Christmas cup still, not because I'm still celebrating the season, but because it's the largest cup I own, and I need lots of coffee.
He has spent 2 days looking at coffee cups. He wanted me to have another coffee mug, I said, for God's sake, just pick out a darn coffee mug. This is not like brain surgery.
The problem is the only coffee cups we own are tiny.
Yeah.
Basically, so I'm looking for a larger coffee cup that doesn't break the bank.
So we can have a coffee,
Yeah.
tall coffee, what we call
Because
long
we have
coffee.
long coffee every morning where we sit and talk for an hour or two.
We do, actually. It is
Yeah.
amazing. Okay, so...
Because we have nothing else to do.
No life. No life. We just get along, don't we?
That's right,
Every day
yeah.
we just get along. So, you're not sleeping still. How are you?
No, I'm not sleeping. I don't sleep. Anywhere from 2 to 4, I'm up, and even though I crash, I get tired. And I'm not very good at napping either, so.
And of course,
I enjoy reading, though. Reading helps me sleep. Unfortunately, I end up reading the same paragraph in the book, 5, 10 times, so.
we were in bed watching TV. I was watching a show, and he was reading. And it was only about 8:30, I guess. We just got into bed to do a little, and I kept hearing this clunk, and he would just do one of these things. And it was because about every 20 seconds he was falling asleep reading that book. What?
That's right.
What was that?
And watching one of her shows will put you to sleep.
That's
as well.
probably very true.
Although we did see an absolutely fascinating show yesterday.
We did. We did.
It was on Prime, and it was about people who raise chickens for showing.
Do you remember was it called Rooster?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
can't remember what it is. We'll
Check
find
it out. Yeah, we'll find it and put a link.
But the different types of chickens and the strange looks of chickens and the beauty of all these various chickens is just astounding. I never saw
Amazing.
anything. I've been to, county fairs and stuff, and yeah, they have a few strange chickens that look like, they've been to a haberdashery and bought some goofy hats. But this was amazing. I mean,
and the people who are raising these chickens.
oh, wow. Yeah, they are really into chickens.
Yeah.
Where some of them have given their whole lives over to raising chickens.
Yeah. So anyway, we will try to find that name of it. Well, we'll put the name of it down there so you can look it up if you have Prime. It was about an hour, 90 minutes.
Yeah.
It was a great show. Very
Yep.
interesting. I made a pie, and I made an actual pie. I had, believe it or not, I had a jar of mincemeat that I had purchased, and that was why I had purchased it. I wanted to make a mincemeat pie, which he and I were kind of leery about because we've never really been keen on mincemeat.
Also, the mincemeat was a little old. Columbus brought it over on the...
No, they didn't. It was fresh out of the store.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm not a pie crust maker, and I said, darn it all, get in there and make a pie crust. How was it?
It was excellent. And we've never been mincemeat pie
No.
people. Her mother used to be, put a mincemeat pie in front of her and make sure your fingers are away.
She could go through that mincemeat pie.
She would, and she didn't like sharing.
No, she did. Not that. But, really, we were so taken by how good it was and how
Yeah.
we said, why didn't
Crust
we?
was perfect.
Oh, the crust was good.
Yeah, flaky, delicious.
Yeah, it was really good. Anyway, so I made that, and then I got my, it's interesting. We have calendars on the computer and we have calendars on the phone. I got to have one on my refrigerator, a paper calendar, and I use it. We do have a spreadsheet that he keeps all of our important appointments on. So
If we look at it.
that's the ticket. But I do. It's up there, and I have to write it down. Of course, I have to go through last year's and make sure I put the right, get everything lined up from the year before. And I use the paper calendar, the computer phone calendar for certain things, but generally speaking, I'm a paper person. It is hard going away from paper. It's like reading books on a Kindle or a little.
Oh,
how wonderful
I'm
it is.
enjoying that.
Yeah, it's just kind of hard to get away
And
from
now
paper.
we were old fashioned. We got Nooks from Barnes and Noble, but now we've learned how to download Kindle books, Amazon Kindle books, onto our Nooks. So
Well, our Nooks are nice.
we're covered. Oh yeah, you can access the internet on them, whatever you want.
But Barnes and Noble, they're in trouble. And we had
Who isn't?
It's the truth. Who isn't? You see major stories on the internet about these big companies that are
Yeah.
closing
We
down.
used to, Christmas Eve for us, we used to have a tradition where we'd go down to, what was the name of that place?
Well, if you'd give me a chance,
Senior moment.
I almost had it. Anyway,
We'd go down this very kind of chic little store in the northwest of Portland, and
I can't remember the name.
we'd just look at all the outrageously priced gifts, and we'd sample sherry and cookies, but the main part of it was to people watch.
People watch.
Watch people go in there and
Love people
buy
watching.
all this stuff that nobody's going to ever want to have,
And on Christmas Eve, of course, they've got this glazed look, right? They are just freaking out, and they're all at the wrap center because they will wrap your gifts for you. And they had a line, but these people are just wandering around, just aimlessly trying to find stuff. And that was our big problem. He'd go to the mall, and I'd give him a list. He didn't like the list. He'd go to the mall. 2 hours later, he'd call me. He'd say, "I just don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do." And it finally,
but when you're married to Jill for a day, nothing is good enough for her. I mean, she's satisfied with whatever I give her, but I want to give her the absolute best of everything because she gives me so much joy.
Oh, stop it now. Anyway, so that was the day. So that was the day he says to me, "Well, I don't know what to do." I said, "I know what you're going to do. You're going to come home and we're going to stop all this silliness." And that's when we did
And
it.
that's when we stopped giving gifts to each other and just made every day of the year Christmas.
It is. It's a wonderful thing how we do it. Norm Thompson.
Norm Thompson.
Got
that was
it.
the name of the store.
Got it.
Great
Got
store.
it. It was a beautiful
Gone.
store. Yeah.
Macy's is gone now. We used to have a big department store chain here called Meyer and Frank. Huge, nice things.
Mm-hmm.
Gone. Sears is on its way out if they're not
They're gone from here.
Penny's is in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bed Bath & Beyond, I saw just let off a whole bunch of people. I mean, it's bad. But here's the funny part, and I think everyone out there is probably seeing it in your town. Every place is wanting workers. I mean, they're giving bonuses. McDonald's is giving bonuses. Bus drivers are needed.
Yeah.
Every store has somebody that they need. Restaurants.
We just placed an order from an organic farm for some food, and they're advertising. They're out in Eastern Oregon. They're advertising for workers to work from home in their customer service department, $15 to $18 an hour, all kinds of benefits.
Oh my gosh!
And
the
you get to
benefits.
work from your home,
How about that?
and just on the phone.
Yeah.
Just everybody needs workers.
Well, they do. They do. Okay, so there we are. Enough of that. It's interesting. We kind of been juggling cabinets around and doing some, what else do you have to do? You just keep juggling cabinets around. And we came upon some old stuff that I've had tucked away, didn't want to use because I was afraid it would get broken. Why is it we do that? You have something special, like there were a couple of things that my mom gave me that are, they're treasured, right? Well, why aren't you using them? They're in the cabinet, shoved in the back. You don't see them unless you go in there to start moving things around. And I said, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to start using things.
As a society, we're collectors and hoarders, I think.
Well, okay, I'll give you that. But I also think there's a lot of that thing, as I said, that, I don't want to break it. I want it to keep for good. Well, why do you have it then? You're not enjoying it? My mother, here's an example. My mother loved a particular brand of perfume.
What?
A perfume.
Oh, okay.
And it was very expensive. The name of it was Joy. And it was very expensive. And she just, anytime she'd go to the department store, she'd spray it on in the samples area. Well, it was expensive. And my brother somehow put enough money together one year when he was an adult to buy Mom a bottle of Joy. I don't know, honest to God, whether she used that at all, because the bottle never decreased. And one day she said, I'm going to start using this perfume. And it had turned. You know, perfume will turn, especially good perfume. She never used it. She looked at that bottle every day.
That's why you should buy bourbon instead of perfume.
He's got it.
Bourbon doesn't turn.
No, it doesn't.
It just improves
gets better.
with age.
It just gets better. Okay, so there's that. Another, you know, I would talk, people like to hear about memory stuff, and we don't like say, well, what are we going to talk about that's memory stuff? But the other day we got on laundry and how our moms used to do laundry.
Oh.
And, you know, we'll talk about this, and these younger people are going, if they're watching, they're going to say, what? Well, we both had mothers. My mom, the very first thing I can remember her washing on was a tub washer in the garage with a wringer.
Yeah. They had a wringer that sat up above the
Absolutely.
washer, and there were no dryers. Back
No,
then.
it was all line dry.
Yeah, and you just clothespins on the dryer. You know, you've seen those people where they have pulleys.
Yeah.
We didn't have that system. We just had, you go out and hang it in the.
That's how
in
we
the
were.
yard
There was a long
on a
run.
clothesline that went back and forth, and
Sheets.
you constantly
blankets.
ran into it.
You did.
Get that around your neck.
Yeah, but that's how we did laundry. So it was a tub, and then once it was done, you'd pull the clothes out and you'd wring the water off them, and then you'd hang them up. And these young people are saying, "Are you kidding me?" It's true. It's true. So that was just kind of funny thing. We started to talk about how moms did laundry, you know. So anyway, that was funny. The other thing as we were talking about that, and I don't know why you mentioned it, the Spiegel catalog.
Spiegel. Oh yeah.
You know, I don't know. Maybe it's as you get older, these things start to pop up in your brain. I don't know. God Almighty.
You wake up screaming in the middle of the night thinking Spiegel catalog.
That's it. Spiegel catalog. I'm doing sprouts again. I started to make
Yes.
sprouts again. I've got two different kinds.
Lots of changes here.
Lots of changes coming. I had alfalfa sprouts going, and then I have a really neat bean sprout set going.
Mix.
Thank you. And if you're interested in learning how to sprout alfalfa sprouts, I have a video that was done, oh my gosh, years ago, and I'll link it up there so you can take a look. It's pretty darn easy, and I think that the video I did was pretty good, pretty explanatory, but I love it. And I hadn't done it since I've been home from the hospital. And I said, you know, I'm going to pull out my sprouting stuff. And so I did, and I'm sprouting. And, well,
And she's doing more bread baking, which I like.
I am doing more, and I started another sourdough
Because this
starter.
man does live by bread alone.
Yeah, you're a bread maniac,
Breadaholic.
a breadaholic.
Yeah.
Anything you want to talk about other than
No, you're going to get to the big elephant
the
in the
big
room?
elephant in the room?
I personally am suffering from POSD, post-organic stress disorder. So,
Okay, so
yes,
we've gone vegan again,
had to do it.
and it's going to stick this time.
Yeah.
Everyone's going, what?
I
They
mean,
did
there's-
what again?
There's a lot of reasons to do it, and we're not going to go into all of them. But primarily, the biggest reason is our health. My weight is out of control again. I feel like crap most of the time. Combination of poor sleep, poor diet, lack of exercise, being stuck, with
Yeah.
not going out, not doing things much, and just not putting good things in our body. So,
And the environment is really, really suffering now. So
Yeah.
we're trying to be a little bit more self-aware of how we personally, physically feel and what we might be able to do on the outside.
I mean, I'm 75 years old. I'm I'm on a finite timeline
stop.
here,
No, you're going to
and,
live forever.
but I'd like to live a whole lot longer than now. So we're trying to take good things into our body, and
Especially after, I still have cancer. I'm not cured from cancer. And after that stem cell transplant, which has taken so much out of me, I'm still recovering. And they say it could take a year before you really, but how about this hair? Anyway, I too want to have better stuff going into my body. Kaboom! Well, there's a lot, it's interesting. We have a number of subscribers and regular viewers who are vegan, and we love them all, love you all. And you've stuck with us through
Well, some
all of
of
the
them have.
incentives. So, well, yeah, I mean, we have lost some.
When we went back to eat meeting, we did lose some friends.
Yeah, we did. But that's okay. That's going to happen. But anyway, my point, I was coming to the point is, I have a point.
Do you think we'll lose friends because we're going vegan again? We'll lose meat eating friends?
No, I don't think so. Anyway, it's just nice that there's some people that said they'll get over it.
Yeah. We're still the same people.
I have a website, as you know, Jill for
I am a
Today.
vegetable.
You are a vegetable.
Yes.
Jill for Today, www.jillfortoday.com. And I have now, you don't know this.
I don't know
He doesn't know
much,
much. My good friend Bob, who handles my website, has put in there a Ask Jill a Question form.
Oh,
Right on the front page. And if you just go into jillfortoday.com, there's a thing there that says Ask Jill a Question. And you're very welcome. It's, it's confidential, I think. I don't know whether anybody sees your question. Whatever. I don't think they do. Ask a question, and we will answer it during Signature Glass
I'm
of
going to
Wine.
go ask her a question right after this. Can I have something to eat?
Oh, it's almost lunchtime. Anyway, so check that out. Hopefully that's gonna be kind of fun. And you ask a question or say, will you make aardvark? Or, I don't know what,
We can't make aardvark because it's an animal. And
know
we're
what?
vegan.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's it. I
Yeah.
think it was kind of quiet today. We didn't get a lot of ha-has out of this, but, hey guys, be careful out there. Okay?
Yeah.
Be careful.
There's a lot of
Outbreaks.
fully vaccinated and
Breakthrough.
boosted people that are getting sick still.
Breakthrough. I said
Yeah.
outbreak, but breakthrough. So, yeah, well, watch your P's and Q's. Do what
Yeah.
you need to do. We'll get through this.
Because we have a surge and then everybody back, then it gets better and everybody backs off on the restrictions and then we have another surge and we're kind of like a yo-yo society, I think.
We are. But we'll get through it. Somehow we'll muddle through this mess.
We
and we
will.
will get stronger because we're going to
What
get on
doesn't
your
kill you makes you strong.
That's the one. All right, everybody, we love you. We are so happy that you're, you know what we're happy about? We are happy that you are in this crazy ride that we call,
Jill for a day?
no, life.
Oh, life. That.
Jeez.
Well, Jill for a day is a crazy
One of
ride,
these
too,
days
let me
he's
tell
going to get it right. He's going to hit, I give him you get the punchline. Life.
you. Life.
All right, we love you all. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.